Jane Doll Studios presents the More Better Narrative podcast. This is episode 100 with BJ McMurtry, Jesse Nell, Rob Fusco, Chrissy Bowden, and Mark Pennington. We have cake and a piñata too. Hey! I'm BJ McMurtry.
Happy birthday to you.
Mark Pennington.
Happy birthday to you. No, he's being polite. He's not speaking with his mouth full. It's excellent.
BJ and the bear.
I'm the bear.
Yes, you are.
And BJ.
Sexual.
Did you just say sexcellent?
Sexcellent.
Sexual.
I'm Rob.
I'm Chrissy.
And
this
this.
is Lucian.
Say hi, Luke.
Yay!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, MBM Podcast. You
Happy birthday to us!
Yay.
100.
100.
MBN 100. This is historic, man.
So we got some sody pop. We got some balloons of varying colors.
God damn it!
We have.
Wait,
We
yours
have to
makes
actually,
noise?
no,
Mine
we
doesn't
actually have to
noise.
make the
I
sound.
don't even know where mine is anymore.
Of course you
We have
hats.
hats.
Of course
And
you
we have
don't.
winner medallions.
Wiener.
Yeah.
You are the. Oh.
Like Kurt Angle medal there.
And on that note, I'm going home.
Yeah, me too. I'll see you guys later.
We're just blowing each other.
That's weird.
Of course you are.
Sexual.
Excellent. So
So I was naked in front of the window
Yeah,
of
you
my
were.
house facing my neighbor's lawn, I guess.
Oh, I saw that Facebook post. Is that real?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
wait, tell it. I need to know this. I didn't see this
you were
post.
awake for it. I was asleep.
We have like, a window seat in our bedroom that's like the whole width and height of the room, but it's like a little, there's a little bench in front of it built in, like, so it's kind of the windowsill, but it's a bench, and he was standing on it. I got up to pee and I came out and he was standing on the windowsill just like staring with his eyes closed at the lawn, and he was like,
What time of day was this?
it was like 6 a.m.
Wow.
and he was like,
So it was light out.
I'm waiting for them to come up or something, and I was like, what? And he was like, it's not really grass. I was like, what?
Wait, did this go on the Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to tell them the Twitter because I don't know if we've mentioned it before.
I started a Twitter because of Rob's sleep talking adventures, and it's called Talkturnal. It's Talkturnal, you know how to spell.
Like words.
Yeah.
That's a big assumption.
Yeah.
Fair.
And
I'll write it out for you later.
Okay.
And so what else did I say?
And you were like, you can't let all of them up. Only one can be let up or something. And you were like,
And
the rest of them are dangerous. And then later you had woken Luke up and you were like, ladder made of bones. And I was like, what?
It was human bones, I thought.
Yeah, human bones. You were like,
Wow.
a ladder made of human bones. And I was like, okay. And you were like, you can only climb down.
See, this is like the cool stuff that everyone wishes they say when they talk in their sleep, but Rob actually says it. Because when I talk in my sleep, it's always just gibberish. You're just like,
My buddy Josh Turner came up with a new word. He was asleep, and he talks in his sleep sometimes. And he was like, he was laying there, he goes, oh, sure bopping.
Well, there was the one time because when Mark
Did you break your hat?
when Mark lived with
You
me,
broke your hat.
Okay.
it snapped. I'm sorry.
We have more.
Emergency.
I don't.
Where's your hat?
You need a
fell
backup
off.
How
hat.
dare
Thank
you?
it literally jumped off my head.
Spare hat.
Well, when Mark lived with me, he lived. There's no door in between the rooms, and Mark talks in his sleep, and I talk in my sleep.
Oh,
So total like stepbrother.
I know the
Well,
story you're
well,
gonna tell.
And one time, this is what woke me up, was a conversation that we were having in our sleep, and I wake up in mid word, And then Mark,
Yeah.
and then Mark starts talking, and I start answering back. But I woke up in mid conversation.
Yeah.
So funny.
I can't. What was the conversation?
I don't
about?
even
Like I
remember.
was talking about something, and you were like, you were angry. You were like, Mark, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we have some adventures.
Now I gotta find out if I talk in my sleep.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you.
I know I snore very loudly.
With that beard. Oh, there's no way.
Well, ask your bandmates.
Well, no. See, the only thing I get from them is that I snore like a chainsaw.
All right. Fair.
So I don't know. I don't think I talk. I think I just make chainsaw noises.
See, now I'm thinking that like my bandmates in either OKD or MPB aren't like telling me something because like,
Yeah, because you said it sounded familiar.
yeah, like Rachel or Justin said something about it sounding familiar. So I guess like I must have talked in my sleep on tour, but nobody told me. So I'm wondering what they talked to me about. Like,
See, the thing is, I usually get exiled whenever we have a place to stay. I get my own. If it's a hotel, I get my own room.
Oh, nice.
Which is nice, I get the whole thing to myself. The hotel in Hong Kong. The hotel in Hong Kong, it was a 2-bed thing situation, but I had the whole thing to myself.
Nice.
So I slept in one, and then Armand came over, and we were watching a movie on our day off, and he was like, "So tonight, are you going to sleep in the other one?" And I was tempted to, but I felt bad about it because it was a very, very fancy place, and I actually
they're gonna make it again.
didn't want to touch
anyway.
anything.
They're gonna like replace the sheets.
yeah,
Should've gone for it.
maybe.
Well, if it's a really nice, fancy place.
Yeah, but those people cut
We have
corners.
balloons.
All right. We're gonna go take a nap.
Nap time.
Bye, guys.
Say bye to
Good
everybody.
to see you.
Yeah, it was good to see you.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm, like,
We'll
in
save
front
some
of
cake
everything.
for you.
Oh, good.
By the way, there's cake.
There's cake.
cake.
There's
Don't
cake.
tell me there'd be cake.
Cracked made out of dew.
Made out of dew.
Bye.
What the hell is
Bye,
up with this
guys.
balloon?
It's blue, man. Oh wow, interesting. It's a
It happens.
okay.
God damn it, Mark! You got your hair all over this fucking balloon.
Yeah.
See you later.
Take that.
So
Ugh.
I'll see you back at the house. Do you need me to pick anything up?
No, just I'll see you at Mama's.
You're gonna be at Melon's? Okay, I'll talk to you.
All right. So while we're waiting for Rob to return, and there he is.
Hi.
That's a nice cup.
God damn it!
We have 2 emails.
Son of a bitch.
Two.
Count them.
1, 2.
1,
Two.
2.
Like
Two emails.
2 emails.
two.
1 email. 2
Like,
email.
Tourette's guy screaming, "Go count your dick!" 1.
So the first one is from.
4.
If you want to do the name.
I have 2 in my trunk.
Well, you say his first name.
Oh, Bernhard.
Petrich.
He says,
stop
"Happy
that.
birthday, MBN. As you requested a mail. Yay!" First off, and it actually says in the email, first off. I think I made a mistake with the balloons.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The first one exploded in my face. Shut
I'm
up.
sure it did.
Because I didn't
Damn it.
realize how if
Volatile you are?
my power of my lungs or something.
The power of your loins.
Yes. But it's first off, an episode not on a Sunday, highly unorthodox. I'm not sure if I approve, but I greatly enjoyed the episode nonetheless. Also, who do I have to bribe with what to also be invited to the podcast? Anybody is invited to the podcast.
Bernard.
As long as you're in this country.
Literally anyone.
Literally
As
anyone.
long as you could get to BJ's
Yeah,
house.
as long as you can get here and, you're in the
Alright.
country, then people are invited. So, Bernhard, you should vacation in America.
This is an
America.
ongoing program that we have to literally, and I mean
Literally.
have all of the people that listen to this podcast
The fives
be
of
on
people.
this podcast.
And if possible, all at once.
I don't think that would be very difficult, to be honest.
No.
Like all 50 people.
tens
We
and
already-
fives.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it would be a great feat of strength.
Speaking of feet,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
look at
not,
those things.
great strength of feet would to have all of the listeners at once on one podcast.
Ah, thank you, Rob.
There's one. We should take a tally. How many balloons get
No,
popped
so
during
far
this
two, because the first one I blew up, it blew
Oh,
up.
right.
Okay. But it wasn't
Get
on
it?
camera, though.
Yeah, I get
No,
it.
it wasn't on camera, so I guess should I keep a tally for the ones we blow up on camera? Anyway, second questions. One specifically for BJ. I want to start drumming again, and I want to experiment and try to recreate. Recreate your sound. Could you explain or post the specs of your kit? Symbols included. Mini grazie.
Prego,
I
prego.
believe that is Italian. That is a sweet sandwich.
Look at that.
That's tight, man.
That's incredible.
Is that Havarti?
I don't know what it is.
That's a good
Well,
one.
that's Colby Jack.
Oh, okay.
I think the one you gave me is Havarti. Delicious.
I feel like Ren Hoek in the episode of Ren and Stimpy where he gets sick, and Stimpy has to take this giant spoon of medicine and jam it in his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
I
That was
have
a good episode.
I agree.
I had a
That and
friend.
Space Madness.
I had a friend
Yeah.
in college who could fit an entire CD in his mouth.
That's so weird.
Everyone
Weird.
talking about
She was real
cartoons.
popular though, right?
On Netflix.
No, it was a guy.
well,
The
he was
best cartoon ever.
Oh,
It's
but
about. It's
What cartoon?
Still,
I know what
the
you're going to say.
the fake dad episode of Ren and Stimpy is like by far one of the greatest. Like,
the Navy SEAL episode of BoJack Horseman blew.
That's incredible.
Wait, did that show just start?
Yeah, it
Yes.
just started like 3 days ago. Yeah.
Because I haven't watched it. I saw it came out, but I only just now, over this past week, got into Arrested Development. Mm-hmm. And it is incredible. I love it.
so good.
There's money in
the
the banana stand.
No, did you see my post on Facebook?
No.
I made a post quoting it because I literally laughed for 10 minutes. I had to pause the show and laugh about it. It's the episode where Job gets the samurai sword, or like the ninja sword or whatever, and he's sheathing it in front of Michael before he gets into the stair car.
It's funny,
and
though,
stabs
because-
himself in the leg.
Will Arnett does the voice.
Does the voice for the horse guy.
Yeah.
But he sheathes the sword and ends up stabbing himself through the leg. And Michael asks him, "Are you losing blood?" And he just looks at him and completely like not the response I was expecting. He's like, "Probably. My socks are wet."
I saw that.
And I had to pause the show and laugh for like 10 minutes. It was I was crying laughing. So,
I recently got into. Oh no, go ahead.
Trailer Park Boys.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that where you were going?
Yeah.
I cannot watch that anymore at night because I laugh so goddamn hard. I wake
How
up
did you
the
know I
baby.
was going to say that?
I didn't.
Yeah.
We're just
You
here.
guys are-
We're here.
we're just in sync. We are one.
Dude,
I don't think any of us
Phil
appreciate how
Collins.
incredible that
yes.
was.
Dude, the fact that Bubbles plays guitar with dude from Rush at the end of that episode, it like blew my fucking mind. Moreover,
Now I need to get into another show.
it's the
Dude,
funniest goddamn show.
It took me about 3 episodes to click with the humor because it's not like anything you've ever watched. It's fucking bizarre.
Yeah, growing up in Mechanicville, New York, yeah, it made a lot of sense to me because it's like, holy shit. The Steve French episode where they find a big, mountain lion or whatever.
he names it
The
Steve.
Steve French, yeah, oh my god. And the Bible
We gotta wean it off the weed, guys. We gotta
It's
wean
just a
it.
big, scared, stoned, horny kitty. Yeah, cocksucker. So, holy shit, the Bible salesman episode.
Oh.
It's like, have you read the Bible? Bubbles is like the greatest character ever, and I want a Sunnyvale.
I know what you're gonna
jersey.
say, but go
yeah, he's
ahead.
like, have you read the Bible, son? He's like, oh, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. What's it to you? He's like, can you read, son? He goes, oh, that depends. Can you go fuck yourself?
I'm
love
on
that
the
show.
I'm on the or season 7. I think they have 2 more seasons. But the whole Dirty Burger.
I haven't gotten there
Oh,
yet.
dude, you haven't gotten to the Patrick Swayze stuff.
You know what?
Oh,
I'm still on it when Ricky becomes Sunnyvale trailer park supervisor and tries to throw. He has this like trash bags full of shit, and he tries to throw them like over his trailer, and like it's the most incredible moment ever captured on film. He throws a bag and it gets caught on the corner of the roof of the trailer, and it bounces back into his hand, and he tries to throw it again immediately without skipping a beat. I'm like, that you can't fake that.
well, that whole show's improvised.
Oh,
I mean, everyone bitches and moans about that show with that guy from that other show on HBO.
Oh yeah,
Very descriptive.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
But I mean, Trailer Park Boys, like some of the improv that goes on that show,
dude,
is
it's
just
the funniest fucking show.
Well, the fact that they actually
Oh, thank you.
let the cast of that show improvise with a lion.
Oh my god.
You know, I mean,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
just wouldn't happen in America. You know, I mean,
every
he's sitting there, petting a real
Mountain lion.
mountain lion. You know, and you're just like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's the greatest show ever made, hands down. Like, it's so... I'm not, like, a laugh out loud kind of person. Like, I'll be like, chuckle, whatever, like, if it's, you know, funny. But I sit there covering my face in, like, a death clutch, trying not to scream laughing and wake up the fucking baby. I'm like, this is the greatest show ever made.
Yeah, it's a hilarious show.
They did a tour, and my buddy Josh Turner met them and has pictures with them. And the dude who plays Bubbles, he's fucking hilarious. He might break character. Like, he shook Josh's hand or one of Josh's buddies' hands. He's like, oh, check out the grip on that cocksucker. Like, and the other dudes were like, really? This is going to be the whole tour? You doing this? Like,
That's awesome.
Well, he may be one of the greatest, like, comedic character actors of all time. I mean, that guy is he's funny to the point that I'm surprised someone from America hasn't scooped him up. Like, because he hasn't done, you look at his credits, he hasn't really done much more than the Trailer Park Boys stuff, but he is so funny on that show.
Canadian humor has always been very underrated. It's great.
The thing
It's been one of the best countries for comedy for a long
like
time.
Kids in the Hall and the Vacant Lot.
Yeah, Kids in the Hall. Yeah, I mean, and I consider Trailer Park Boys to be kind of part of the same lineage of that sort of stuff, you know?
The thing I like about Canadian humor is it has the
politeness?
politeness and stoicness of British humor with just the potential raunchy,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
It's like a perfect middle ground.
Yeah.
Oh, what were those movies with those fucking idiot Canadian metalheads that were hilarious?
Fubar.
Fubar. Those movies are so good. I consider that to be kind of
I
along
saw
the
the
same
second
lines,
one.
too.
I never saw the first one.
The first one's really funny.
But that's a lot like the Trailer Park
Yeah,
Boys.
it's very similar humor. It's so good.
So, yeah.
No,
I want a Sunnyvale
So on
hockey,
the
hockey jersey.
on the Bernhard's question, I'll post. I think I did an interview with some website about my drum
Oh, yeah, we
setup.
totally just forgot about that question. Because we started talking about the Trailer Park Boys.
I'll post something or message you with something or find that link to that website. Yeah, I love you. In that way.
Fuzzy.
Wow.
Holy shit.
You know what? You know what's crazy? His lips never hit it. His lips
Yeah.
never touched.
That was mind blowing.
That was like his cock duster reached into the fuzziness and just it was
You got to have experience to own one of these things.
Guess what
that
I'm
was
doing?
like a Sam Elliott.
Guess what I'm doing now?
Hold on. Yeah.
Nope.
No?
Stand up. Stand up.
Is it one of those therapy balls for carpal tunnel syndrome? That's great. Good for you, man. That's,
No. Balls.
How do you know if you have carpal tunnel syndrome? My wrist has been killing me lately.
Yeah, I'm
You gotta-
sure you do.
you
You have
gotta ease
every
up, man.
disease.
You have to cut it off.
can't have it. Which wrist?
What? The left one?
You're left-handed?
No.
Oh, then something different.
Switch hitter.
You
All
can't
right.
have every disease, Mark.
Are you one of those like WebMD fuckers who just like goes on WebMD and oh my god, that sounds like me, maybe I have that. Oh no, I have meningitis. Oh fuck.
No, it just occurred to me like this morning. because
Oh,
I
did you
had
hear
this-
that burp? Maybe I have some kind of gastric something or other.
Yeah, no, I just had this pain in my
Think
wrist.
my
that
head
won't
may be
go away.
lopsided.
It's like right here.
Carpal tunnel.
You know how to figure it out?
Yeah,
What
it's
you do
kinda-
is you chop the hand off and look inside and see if you got something caught in there.
Oh, nifty. You can do that?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
just, you just need a hot glue gun to get it back on.
Exactly.
It's
What the hell
awesome.
is this corporal tunnel guy?
Gotta
anyway?
be hot.
Like I don't know.
Well, I ever told you when I was a kid, like a really young kid, like in the 70s, I
one of
thought
these stories.
Agent Orange was a real guy.
Was a dude. Listen to this sound. Listen to it. Nice. Your turn.
Nope.
See if I can get it in Mark's mouth.
So next question is for Jesse.
Oh, shit.
Not quite.
That was a nice toss.
Wait, someone wants to know what Jesse thinks about something.
For your health.
What motivated you
First
to
time
move
for
to
everything, I
Philly
guess.
from Texas? And something of a request, I want to hear your wildest drug story ever.
Texas. Holy shit. His head's gonna melt like at the end of Raiders
What are
of the
you, a
Lost
fucking
Ark.
cop? You writing a book? Fuck you.
He's from Germany.
What are you, a German cop? You writing a German book?
I believe they call them bobbies.
You're writing a German
No,
Bobby?
that's British.
Whatever, same thing.
Not really.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I had
Not
to leave
all the
Texas.
same
I had to
thing.
leave Texas for a number of reasons.
You have to leave where?
Fuck you. You know what?
He got,
You know what?
he got inspired after a Call Us show.
Just tell the story, man.
No,
Ignore us.
Oh, that's a
Pretend
great
we're
album.
not
That's a
here.
great album. Into Another was great.
Oh, they were great. Oh, dude. Into
Oh!
Another was great. Yeah, Ignore Us is a sick album.
I
In
agree.
fact, even that album they did on the major label, Seamless, that's a sick record.
See,
man.
it's
Not
great.
being
I had it on clear vinyl.
Never
Yeah,
was
I like the
on that
power
one.
ballad on
So-
that record.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I want this whole podcast to just be us derailing Jesse's story over and over and over again.
Bonus question, when will Chrissy and Rob and their little bundle of love and poop be on the podcast again? You just saw them!
Just now.
Yay.
You called Rob's child a bundle of poop. He will be at
No,
your
no,
door.
bundle of love and poop.
Well,
Oh.
that's fairly accurate,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay. I was going to say if you had just said bundle of poop, he would be at your door within 48 hours to kill you.
You can't have love without poop.
Is that true?
Oh, ask any German.
Continue
Scat.
with the story.
What?
Continue with the story.
What was the question?
Your craziest
Why'd
drug
you
story
leave-
and why
why'd you
moved
leave Texas?
From Texas, yeah.
I was, well,
You were bored. You were bored first off.
Yeah.
the main reason I left, well, one of the reasons, and I think this has more to do with what we're doing now. I was in a room full of people in Texas, which is the Austin, which is the home of the slacker.
Steve Austin?
And,
Stone Cold
No, today's the day.
and
at the same time.
would you people just... I have trained you too well.
Whoa, that was ninjutsu.
Yeah, that was
And I
tight,
just
man.
realized if I didn't leave when I had the chance that I would be in that same room with that same group of people doing the exact same thing 10 years from, 10, 15 years from now.
With the Austins.
Yes. yes.
Okay.
Steve Austin, the Bionic Man.
Yeah.
No.
That was a good show.
That was Ty Webb from Caddyshack. Be the ball. No.
Okay.
Now, please continue.
Continue, yeah.
So I moved, and when I had the opportunity, and it came up, and I did. I mean, there were a lot of reasons.
Good boy.
But craziest drug story. I have a lot of crazy drug stories.
You've told a couple already.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell the time I was chased by Satan and ran off a cliff?
In the desert.
Yeah, it was literally in the desert.
Okay.
This was actually.
Oh, this is actually in the desert.
I felt like I was on drugs in the desert once, listening to Aphex Twins' Selected Ambient Works Volume 2 at sunrise.
Oh, that'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
Was that in Arizona?
I don't know, Arizona or Utah, or like out in the
This
middle of nowhere
somewhere,
where there's
yeah.
just like the sun was painting everything all sorts of fucked up colors. And
Like,
Richard
literally
Are you
painting
sure
this-
you weren't on drugs? Because if you saw the sun with a paintbrush, you were probably
I'd be worried
on
about that.
drugs.
or just really sleep deprived because tour will
Bob
do that.
Ross.
Or in
just-
Toonland
Bob
from Roger
Ross in the
Rabbit.
sky. Just this is how you paint little trees.
Here's a happy rock. Here's a happy vulture. Here's
I don't want to be happy.
Here's a happy griffin. Oh, the griffin's coming at you. Oh, he's carrying a fiery sword. That's great. Watch out. He's coming to get you. You're on drugs.
You made me nervous. Okay. Go!
Well, my friend Mark, who
Me.
you met.
Oh, yeah.
Tell that story about Mark.
I'm pretty sure I've told this story on the podcast, but Jesse's friend Mark, right? He's a very nice dude. That band from Austin, Destroyer.
The best way to describe Mark is he has had lots of head injuries.
He has lots of head
Yeah.
injuries.
And actually, Rob, you were in that apartment at the time too, when that band Destroyer of Light stayed with us. From
Oh yeah,
Austin.
those guys are really nice.
Yeah, they were cool dudes. Oh, thanks, Rob. And Jesse's friend Mark, right, is a very
Pinky
nice
out.
dude.
Pinky out.
What? Oh,
Is
yeah.
that what
whatever.
we have to eat these days?
Pinky out.
Okay.
I can't even remember what story. Oh, the towel. Okay,
I love
so,
it because this sums up Mark so well.
Okay, so I'm in my bedroom, right, and it's the morning after their show, and they're all just waking up, and I'm in my bedroom, sitting there on my laptop. I don't have my door locked, and Mark, Jesse's friend, comes into the room and looks at me as if he was completely shocked to find me in my own bedroom, and he's like, "Oh, oh hi, dude.
Was he looking for my bedroom?
No. He's looking. No, he's like, do you have a towel I could borrow? And I'm like, well, I have one on the floor here, but it's clean though. And it's like, oh, that's cool. And he comes over, walks past me, picks up the towel, and takes a shower. Just the look, but I can't even describe the look that he gave me was totally like, oh, like what are you doing here?
You're occupying this space.
Well, I am not. I am prone to exaggerate. I believe that when you tell a story after it happens, you should exaggerate.
You should embellish. Like
I am not embellishing this at all.
Mark Brandon Chopper Reed says, "Never let the truth get in the way of a good yarn."
Mark Smith, my friend Mark Smith, otherwise known as Mark Mars, one day, and I am not embellishing this at all, ran out of gas twice and had 3 flat tires in the same day. And me and my friend Steve, who Mark was living with at the time.
He does life wrong.
Oh, Mark does a lot of things wrong. And FYI, he's having a baby in October. Yay.
Congratulations.
With a girl?
Yeah.
Huh.
But anyway, about every 45 minutes, we would get a call from Mark after we had just left him. And this is before cell phones.
Yeah, all right.
You know, so like, we would go and help Mark, you know, get gas for his car, fix a flat tire, have enough time to get back home, hang out for about 45 minutes, and get another call. This happened like 5 or 6 times in one day.
That's amazing.
But anyway, Mark is getting married, and we're going to this place called Enchanted Rock.
Enchanted Treasures.
And we were going to get out there at night and do like a big bag of shrooms and go hiking all night long on this fucking granite mountain. And we get out there, and we're walking to the primitive camping grounds because it's like dark. And our plan is that we're going to stay up all night and then walk to the park ranger thing in the morning and pay for the camping ground.
The primitive man camping grounds.
So we're walking to the back of the mountain, you know, to throw our shit down and then get fucked up. And we sit down, and Steve goes, I think I'm not going to do anything, which was bad for us in this case because that meant more drugs for us. And as we're doing the drugs, we're sitting down, and we're about halfway to where we're going, and we're eating the shrooms. Steve goes, is that a line of thunder, like thunder clouds?
Yeah.
Like,
oh God.
off in the distance? And I go, because it's dark and all you can see is the thunder going off, like way
lightning?
thunder and lightning going
No,
off.
he has extrasensory
Oh, he can see
perception.
thunder.
He can see sound.
Well, I was about to get to that point.
He's like a synesthete, but
And as we're eating the
Like that Magic
mushrooms,
School Bus
Steve goes, you know, if that's like 100 miles away and it's traveling in this direction going X amount of miles per hour, it could be here pretty quick.
Like a train.
And I go,
it's 100 miles away, and it's moving towards us at 100 miles an hour.
right.
It'll be here
And I'm
in
like,
an
I'm
hour.
too fucked up to even like, you know, because we've been smoking pot.
You're just like, I'm too high to deal with this.
Yeah. So we start walking, and it's like it's a pretty good hike, you know, to get to where we're going. So we're walking there, and we start to see this line of clouds, you know, with the lightning going off, getting closer and closer and closer. And finally, and this is about, the drugs should be kicking in at any minute. And I go, you know, maybe we should walk back to the car and put our stuff in the car just in case it starts to rain. And this is the last coherent.
You had the logical thought of the whole bunch.
Well, this is before like, you know, the drugs really kicked in.
And this was the last coherent thought
So
you had.
I had that night. So we turned around, which was a good and bad thing, because at this point the clouds are behind us, which contributed significantly to this story. And we're walking back to the, you know, to the parking lot, you know, and every time we turn around, the clouds are like, dun, dun, dun. you know, like
Like a total Super Mario 2.
yeah, right.
Like
It's just like every time we
cloud-
turn around, like the clouds are, you know, progressively getting closer at a pretty good clip. And this and two events happened simultaneously. the drugs kick in.
You sneezed and you farted.
At the exact moment that this happens. The drugs are kicking in, and I'm not embellishing this because Steve, who was sober, said that this is actually what happened.
So it's corroborated.
All of a sudden, you can hear the wind and the rain. Turn around and it's night. But all you can see, it's like the never-ending story.
Nothing.
Yeah, you turn around and all you see is like the black with boom, boom.
Oh my God! So the nothing was coming to get you.
Right. So this is at the exact moment.
Your eyes are this big. You're like, ah! Not even eyes. Your pupils.
And I'm pretty militant about when I do hallucinogenics that I have to have music. So I borrowed a friend of mine's CD player. To take, so I'm holding this CD player like a baby,
and Wolf Eyes is cranking.
And we weren't playing, but we were. I wanted to make sure we had it for later. And I'm standing there, and I turn around, and you can hear the wind. You can't feel the wind yet, but you can hear it coming.
Oh wow!
And right as the moment and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Right.
And 2, I am not walking fast enough. So Steve and Mark said this is what I did. I just take off running, screaming into the woods. and I have a pretty good sense of direction. So I remember myself doing the mental math. Well, if the trail goes like this, and I'm running like this, I'm gonna, shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, in my panic, I'm, trying.
You're calculating the most accurate.
As I'm thinking that, I realize my feet aren't touching the ground, and I have just run off a cliff. and I realize that I'm not going forward, that I'm significantly going down at a very rapid rate.
You are
and I hit
Wile E. Coyote moment.
And the only thing that saved me was I didn't hit flat ground. I hit an incline. And I don't know if you've ever been around like granite, but like it's not like sand, but it's like so I hit it and it kind of cushioned my fall and I slid down this thing. And I when I hit the ground, like the flat ground, I just kept on running like nothing had happened.
Oh.
And I'm sitting there, and at this point, and at some point during this, the rain and wind had caught up with me. And I'm thinking the devil is so actively after me.
So you are sprinting with eyes the size of dinner plates, filthy on your back, screaming, carrying
and this is one of the things that Steve had to that actually happened. When I did catch up with him later, because of the rain, the stereo, the little thing I was carrying had shorted out and was turning off and on. So as I'm running through this fucking music player is turning off and on, and I'm just like, I don't know what's happening. And at this point, it's raining really hard, and the lightning and the thunder, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And at this point, like,
and Mr. Bungles quote unquote is like screaming at you intermittently,
and I finally find the trail, and I run into the parking lot, which is, at this point is like and I run up, and right in the middle of the parking lot is this truck with the lights on and the engine running, and it's a park ranger.
Oh no!
And at this point I stop running, and the guy goes, it's raining, right? And I'm like, yeah, way ahead of you. And I walk up to and remember, I ran off in a panic, thinking that I wanted to get where I was going quicker than we were going.
Mm-hmm.
And as I walk up to the bathroom, guess what I see? Steve and Mark had been there for like 15 minutes. I don't know where I was, where I had gone. If I had just stayed with them, I would have been fine. And they said I looked like I was covered in mud. Like it was awful. And then we get back in the car. And Steve goes, "What do you guys want to do?" I go, "I want to go fucking home."
Your evening is done.
Yeah. And so we get back in the car, and we're driving off, and the stereo's just turning, and I almost threw that goddamn thing out the fucking window. It was fucking awful.
Yeah, sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And that's one of my many drug stories.
I mean,
I've been straight edge for like, what, probably 23 years now. That doesn't mean that everyone I hang with is straight edge. Like, some of my best friends are like...
Well, obviously.
Evidently. However,
yeah.
The people with whom I choose to spend, the more interesting times are often, like, wrecked on God knows what. Because, well, number one, I mean, self-destruction is hilarious. As long as it's not me. And two, these make for some incredible stories that they can't remember that I can. So... You can...
I know things about you.
Take from that what you will. Well, yeah, like when I lived in Albany, I would spend time with people who would just get, like, shithoused and then do shit that they can't remember and probably would not want to remember, but I remember. And so I tell them the story, and they're like, no. I'm like, yeah. What's it worth to you so that doesn't get out, Oh, blackmail's a beautiful thing.
So we have another email from Graham Leedy. He says, "I have a question."
Okay, Graham, let's hear it.
Hello, gentlemen, excluding Jesse. He's anything but gentle.
Yeah.
How would you know that?
Oh, baby,
How would you know that?
No, that was... It actually said it in the email.
I know, but how would he know that?
I don't know,
Maybe
You've never met him.
It's an extrapolation.
Or, well, have I met him?
Maybe.
If I did that to your sister, I'm really sorry.
Or your brother.
I like how you talk to my phone,
Like it's a real
even
thing.
though he's in there. He's in that little box there. See? We have him trapped in that little box.
God, quantum mechanics is insane.
Holy shit.
Yeah, see him? So, upon... and this is... I read this and laughed because Rosetta has already talked about this, and I don't know if Armine has talked to you guys about it.
What happened?
Upon a recent listening of the anesthete, I noticed something I hadn't before. Towards the end of Oku the Secret, starting at about 4-minute 50 mark, I can hear what I can only describe as keys or change jingling in the background. I hear it at the 507, 524, 535, 551 marks, and most noticeably at 540. It usually occurs after Armine finishes either the Salvation or the meandering lines. Am I an idiot and this is completely normal sound coming from an instrument? Was Armine recording vocals with his keys in his hand? Does Matt have a maraca full of nickels? Thank you. The truth is, Armine's an idiot and recorded vocals with his keys in his pocket. So, during the songs, if you hear jingling in the background, that is him screaming and shaking, and his keys are jingling,
Oh my God.
and you can only gate that so much.
That's true.
Jingle, jingle,
So
motherfuckers.
go back and listen to those songs when you hear that noise in the background.
Well-
That's Armine, like, shaking furiously while he screams into a microphone with his keys in his pocket. I think the reason it doesn't have it across the entire record is that Andrew Schneider caught it early, and it's only on one song.
Oh, I see.
So finally he was just like, Armine, get your keys out of your pocket.
That's funny. Or you could go the way of dude from Grimlock. You remember that band, Grimlock?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Grimlock.
So those dudes recorded one of their albums at the studio where One King Down recorded Bloodlust Revenge.
Uh-huh.
And dude tracked all of his vocals stark naked.
That doesn't have a
Can you
sound
imagine?
to it, though.
Maybe that's the point.
You know what? Reflections. More does his
Yeah.
sound off the skin.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
But can you imagine that dude? And he's like out of his mind, like legitimately out of his fucking mind.
I remember hearing lots of stories.
Nice
about
enough
that
dude,
back
but
in the
holy
day.
fuck. Can you imagine seeing him stark naked in the vocal booth screaming, "I am king of the fucking jungle"? Like, yeah, there's no doubt about that. Like, you're,
Yeah.
you are good for you. Personification of the, whatever.
Yeah.
Brutality.
Speaking of naked dudes.
Oh, Triple Brutal's a great album. You hear Austrian Death Machine?
Yeah.
That shit is so funny.
Speaking of naked dudes playing music, though,
Oh,
fucking.
What-
I have a naked dudes playing.
What's his
Music
name
Story.
from Oxbow? Singer of Oxbow. I finally saw that movie, Leonard Part 6, with Bill Cosby. It's a movie called Leonard Part 6. And
I'm aware of Leonard.
it's possibly the worst movie in history. The premise...
Nash Pluto.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you actually seen Leonard Part
Yes.
6? Okay. Oh, thank you. And I when I finally saw it, I realized that so the whole premise is that Bill Cosby is a retired secret agent.
Well,
and he
I
comes out of
like
retirement.
the premise of the movie because the movie is Leonard Part. It's like Part 6 in a series, but it's the first movie.
Yeah.
Which
Kind of like how Star Wars did it,
Star
except
Wars.
not as good.
but that wasn't the initial. They made that.
But
up later.
anyway, it's he comes out of retirement to fight this lady that wants to make the world vegetarian. And there's actually a scene where he
bastards.
fights one of the bad guys with a hot dog. But the person who plays this evil vegetarian lady is the Oracle from The Matrix.
Get the fuck out of here.
The same
Wow.
lady.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Fighting people. Speaking of fighting people with
Well, they
hot
had
dogs.
two. They had two women playing that part because the one lady didn't come back for the one thing, so it was actually two women. So which woman was it?
It was the one from The Matrix.
I know, but there were two women that played that part. The
2
one-
weeks.
So
Yeah.
what does this have to do with naked?
I guess I gotta go watch the movie because I didn't really notice.
Anyway, what's your naked musician story?
Oh,
What did that have to do with the guy
fucking
from
band
Oxbow?
Catharsis, man? Like,
Brian.
naked people.
Yeah.
dude, like they.
I've
played-
known Brian for a long time.
Oh!
He's great.
He was
I
in
mean,
it.
They were
He
like.
was in the movie.
like
He told Dave about it. He was
they
one
were-
of the
they
guards
played a
for
show
The
in
Matrix
Philly,
lady.
right? And after and for their last 4 songs, they
Who's
all
this?
got the band Catharsis. They all got naked, and they were grimy as shit.
Oh yeah, they're
dude.
dirty. They're like
no,
total
they're
crime, like crime think. kids.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they invented that. You know, that was like their thing.
well,
that
that's
they created,
Brian.
you
Yeah,
know?
that's Brian's thing. Sure.
Yeah, and I mean, they were great live, but it was just kind of weird because it was like a whole bunch of like awkward like 14 and 15-year-old punk and hardcore kids just kind of standing around me and like, ew, this is a little weird.
Yeah, I can smell that dude's balls from
Yeah,
here.
no, like that's literally what it was. Like I'm not even exaggerating.
Sure.
Like it was just like yeah, but that was weird. That was at Stalag 13 in Philly.
Oh,
Did you guys
wow.
that's a great venue, man. Did you guys ever play there?
It was, yeah.
Yeah,
That was a
Well,
lot
I
of
could
fun.
tell a lot of I could retell some of those crust stories, but I've already.
yeah.
Think
Well,
we
I mean, the
should-
whole like body paint and doing crazy stuff isn't like as weird as like you know.
The
some
guy
cur-
was burning his pubic hairs off with a lighter, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck
but I
you.
could handle that more than some smelly, crusty.
No, but
shit, to be
still, you
honest.
want to talk about bad smells?
Yeah, but Catharsis was a good band. Though. They were sick, man. They had
They were a lot of fun.
Really good records.
Very
Yeah.
high energy. Yeah. Brian lost his voice every single night. It was so funny. It's like him and who was it?
Ow!
You fucker.
Ow!
Like,
Like, why do you keep doing it?
Lenny.
Doing what?
Lenny Earthmover. He lost his voice often. At least at first.
I think I got carpal tunnel syndrome because I'm fucking Mark Stanley.
Who's Corporal Tunnel?
Wow.
So the email goes on. He says, in other news, after listening to the most recent episode on my way to work this week, by 8:30 that morning, I had the worst diarrhea I've ever had in my life for reasons unknown to me. How your podcast gave me the squirts, we may never know, but regardless, I can now say I empathize with Mike's highway experience. I know those feels, bro. And he ends with, thank you for my weekly entertainment, and just remember, your show touches lives in ways you never imagined.
In the prostate.
Oh.
We love you too.
Yeah.
We achieved the brown note.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna break out the cake. We got a cake.
Cake.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Does it have gravy?
Yeah.
I only eat things with gravy.
No, it has gravy.
No one cares what you only eat, Jesse. Jesus
Well, maybe
Christ.
there are people out there who care.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not one of them?
I don't know. but
Fair.
that's- Ow!
Oh!
Jesus Christ!
Oh!
I'm gonna Abdullah the Butcher the shit out of you.
I can't believe I did that.
Jesus! Like, I wouldn't have cared if you hit me in the head, but I only have one pair of glasses, dude. You could have easily broken these.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put these on.
Yeah.
Just in case. This is a prophylactic measure.
Damn it.
Wait a minute. Oh, I don't have keys. Where are the keys? Oh yeah, Chrissy has them. Piss. Do we have any sharp objects?
I
I don't want to say the obvious.
If you... God damn it.
My wiener? That's not sharp.
Well, then maybe
Is
you should
yours
learn.
sharp?
Yeah. That's weird. That's why I tear some bitches up.
Oh, yes! We have a winner. Okay, get that one.
No, I'm just going to leave that where it is.
I really want that.
Am I booking? No. I can't sell it. I can't give it away. I've had this since I started studying.
I'm really in the market for one.
You can get it. You can get it for a good price at, I think, Bujin. If you Google Bujin, B-U-J-I-N, I think. It's been a long time.
I found some on Craigslist for like $40.
Yep.
I got a problem with calling men from Craigslist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a funny story with my brother-in-law. He goes, he was looking for some shelving for his garage, and he comes in, and this is how he started his story.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What
This
is
thing
that?
looks great.
Let's kick.
No,
birthday to you.
No! No! Ah! No! No! Looks like a monkey. Oh,
Dude,
that was a good blowout of the candles.
Make a wish. Ah.
you've already ruined You ruined the whole thing.
It's what I do!
Do we have a place
Oh,
to
yeah,
put
we have a
this?
place. Hold
Look,
on.
is this why you're not invited to any family events?
Yes! I'm kind of a dick.
There you go. Good job, pal.
Yay!
Now you know what to do when you have an elderly relative that doesn't have the strength to blow out candles.
I don't have any elderly relatives left.
That's because you killed them all, right?
No.
What do you mean, no?
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut here and eat some cake, and then we're gonna come back, and we're gonna break a piñata. Oh, what? No, no, ah, no, ah, no, ah, no, 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 no,
What is wrong with you?
no.
And
No,
action.
DJ, it doesn't deserve that. It didn't mean it. I hope you filled it with bees.
No.
Dude.
Would you say I have a plethora of piñatas?
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, El Guapo.
I mean, you mean
You have a plethora.
Alright, let's do this.
Jefe, what is a plethora?
Yes.
So, is somebody supposed to be blindfolded or something?
I don't know.
You're the one wearing the
You got a hat.
Oh, alright, yeah, I'll do that. So
Do we have to spin you around in a circle?
am I assuming that I'm gonna be smashing this thing? I'll smash it.
Who wants to smash it?
Alright.
Okay, no, we got to spin you around.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Wait, somebody take this.
Nope.
Okay, I'll
Just don't point him to...
go! Holy fuck.
Wait. Wait.
I can't see shit.
That's kind of the point.
Alright, there you are. See, we're standing there before. Holy fuck, I'm dizzy.
Yeah, right direction.
Am I doing okay?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Wow. Holy shit, where'd it go?
To the left.
Yeah, where did the piñata? There it is.
Oh, Twix!
This is the, you want to hold up your trophy?
Wow.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have a better idea. There can be only one.
And we got candy.
God damn it, Mark.
What?
This is great. This is the greatest day of my life.
If you killed that thing.
Not the car! Not the car!
Not a piñata, Rob.
Sorry, lots of things aren't a piñata. Happy birthday. Come on. Here, we're gonna can hang stuff up. You know, do the towel trick, you know?
I'm big enough to do that.
Dish towel, maybe.
You know what I mean? Like a full, like one of those beach towels.
Okay. Okay.
Want to wrestle? You sure?
I mean, I'll give you a hug, but I don't want to wrestle. Okay.
And we're back from piñataing.
Holy crap.
Okay, I'm ready.
Piñata-ing.
We have candy. I forgot that you put this stuff in
Somebody
my
needs to
pocket.
get on this. This is a $1 billion idea.
Here we go.
For a t-shirt. I don't
What?
need...
Did you forget it already?
I don't... What did I say, Rob?
I don't need lube.
I
want lube.
That's right.
Ugh, that's just nasty.
Whoa. And pull. Ow.
It really hurt.
What, you're
Why
feeling?
would you? Why?
What?
You don't feeling
Oh,
in your hand.
what's this in my pocket?
Oh, a Kit Kat.
Kit Kat?
Oh, little kitty.
How did you do that?
It's boy magic.
You broke it in the wrapper.
I think I broke it when I hit the piñata.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel like shit later.
Because you had cake, you had chips,
Cheese and crackers.
cheese and crackers.
You drank a whole
And
bottle
now
of
candy.
Dr. Pepper.
We also drank an entire bottle. Actually, it's not gone yet.
Yeah, get in there.
Oh,
Side sip it.
you forgot your balloon.
Side sip it.
That wasn't a balloon.
Come on, gangster. Yeah, yeah. Oh. We used to do that heinous shit where, like, we'd be hanging out, a bunch of us skating or whatever, and for whatever reason, it'd be a great idea to get 2 liters or whatever.
Hey,
One of us would be like,
You want to put the balloon on me?
one of us would, you know, be drinking it. The other one
I
would
believe
come
that's
up.
called channeling.
That's so weird.
That didn't work. That kind of hurt, though.
So somebody
Of course it did.
would be drinking the 2 liter, and someone would come up and just squeeze the shit out of it. Oh, God.
You ever played suicide football?
That's a thing.
No.
Do you
I
commit
don't even know what
suicide
that
at the
is.
end of football?
Where you take like a 6-pack of Coke, and instead of using a football, you use a 12-ounce bottle of Coke.
Oh, weird. Weird.
And
So-
the more you throw it around, the more
Okay.
likely it
Is
will
the-
at some point it's going to blow up.
So is the game over when it blows up?
Yes.
Huh.
Whoever it blows up on is actually.
I think we should have an MBN suicide football game.
Oh, I'm in.
Wait, what is it again? I wasn't.
How do you
paying
play
attention.
football?
You hit it with your foot. That's how you do it, right?
Are we talking like
What do you call it, football?
soccer or American football?
Oh, American. Because, goddamn it, we're in a fucking America.
Are
We don't play none of that.
We're in
goddamn-
a fucking America.
Yeah.
A single fucking America.
Just
fucking-
one fucking America.
I don't want to say a totoso, but a totoso.
Totoso.
America.
A fucking a totoso.
And on that note,
What?
who are you?
I don't know. Mark Pennington,
Who am
some
I?
shit like that. I mean, he really
Fuck
knows,
you.
really.
He's fuck you. I'm BJ McMurtry.
I'm Rob Fusco.
And happy birthday!
Beep, 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 beep.
I have an armpit fetish. You people can go to hell.
Thank you for listening to the More Better Narrative podcast. Find us at mbnpodcast.com or on iTunes. For more information, visit us on Twitter or Facebook at mbnpodcast.com or email us at morebetternarrative@gmail.com.
All the rest of us are
Literally.
doing all of the work.
He literally ripped his head off. No, he didn't. You shouldn't be talking into a microphone and describing things to people.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about being close to your butt. Whoa! Got my Christmas goose early. There's a letter in my mailbox. Dude.
What?
Peace candles.
Nope. 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 How did you even get these on?
That's amazing.
I can't get them off. Oh, God. Now I'm gonna get poison ivy.
Tell him about the time I gave you poison ivy.
Oh,
Now I'm gonna get poison Jesse.
No, I'm not kidding. This is like an actual serious thing with it. You can't touch him because you will get poison ivy.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Because when you're a landscaper, poison ivy is a sexually transmitted disease.
He's not even kidding. Like, yeah, like one day in the car, he was just being an asshole, and he was like rubbing his elbow on me, like,
Yeah, look at me, I'm touching you.
And the next day, I get what looks like an allergic rash, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Because I haven't had poison ivy since I was a kid.
Right.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the hell? And it's like, this itches horribly, and no matter how much like hydrocortisone I put on it, like it's not going to stop itching. And I'm like, oh my, should I go to a doctor about this? And then it occurs to me, I'm like, wait a minute, you're a landscaper.
No, I figured it out. I looked at it, and when I figured it out, I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
That's it. I'm done. Fuck you.